5:30 p.m. Fox. Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks minus 2.5 is the line. Game total 46.5. Betting splits on this guy: 52% of the bets on the spread on the Rams, 72% of the bets on the total on the over, and 74% of the bets on the money line on the Rams. Locking up that sweet minus 155 action. All right. Okay, Mark, what are you thinking here?
I'm on the Seahawks minus the 2.5. Um, I mean, I can't. Sam Darnold went into that game last week. What was it with a quad like the day before? They said that he was questionable like the day before, and he went out and had a great game. I like the
Yeah, I don't think
Seahawks
he
defense.
practiced like Thursday or Friday, right?
Right? Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't even put like a shorts and a t-shirt on. He just wasn't even there.
Right. Yeah. But I like this defense more than I like the LA defense. Um, and it's Seahawks at home again. Worth mentioning, these two teams faced during the regular season, week 11. Rams won 21-19, and then in Seattle in week 16, it went to overtime.
Oh
Seattle
yeah,
won
the
38 to
game of the
37.
year candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, my handicap is that the Seahawks defense is playing out of their minds right now. They've got the nickname, they've got the swagger. They're bouncing around the field, they're hitting people hard. Um, and we've seen the Rams have to go on the road 2 weeks in a row and struggle against teams that I don't think are as good as they are. They they beat the Panthers, but it was a one-score game. It was a lot closer than it probably should have been. And then they they beat they stuck past the Bears in a game in which the Bears went out of their way not to win. Um, so again, you've got a good Seahawks team at home, outdoors against a Rams team that we've seen do just enough to get by in 2 straight weeks. Um, I think the Seahawks win by 10 points. I think they wreck them. I really do.
Does this almost seem like a stinky short line to you,
A
especially with?
little. Oh no, I think
I mean, it's the NFL, so it's not as stinky, but I kind of expected at least 3.5 or 4.5 after
it.
the last few weeks from the Rams.
I think what they're basing it on the fact that they played twice in the regular season and they were both like I think it was just decided by like a total of 3 points. Both games were decided by like a
Yeah.
total of 3 points. I think that's where they're getting some of it from, just because there's so much familiarity. I see your point. I do think it is a little short. And it gave me pause, but not enough to want to jump on the Rams. I just think again, better roster and a team that I think is playing better at home in what is about as close to a lit environment as you could possibly get in the NFL. So
Yes,
I'm
that's very true.
I'm going to ride with Seattle to get the job done. I think they win by double digits. I really do. I think this one's going to be a bit more of a clunker than the other one.
I mean, Seattle's the way better team. The only angle that I have for the Rams is Caleb's much better at scrambling away from Jared Verse than Sam Darnold is going to be able to. So if
True.
for some reason that Jared Verse starts to have one of his patented games, he could probably win the game on his own and be very reminiscent of Aaron Donald. But typically, I would think that Matt Stafford is the quarterback of the league now that's taken the role of Tom Brady as you'll always remember the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow, and there's always teams that he finds a way to like sneak out of. I don't want to pick against Sean McVay. I don't like doing it. He's just not shown enough in the last few weeks for me to think that classic, like I'm going to have the best called game ever, no matter how good your defense is. And we're going to sneak this one out 13-10. I think Seattle's just got too many weapons right here. And I hate to do it, but maybe Sam Darnold, when we look at the aggregate of the last 2 years, he has a pretty good argument overall for best quarterback in the league, right? Like when you put the 2 years together, the fact that he's done it back to back, I understand that the weight of the games from the last season were the heavier weighted games were the bad performances, so you get that sour taste in your mouth. But if you look at everything as an equal one game, Sam Darnold's been the best quarterback in the NFL the last 2 years.
If I'm not, okay, it's been a bit different with Seattle than it was with Minnesota. With Minnesota, it was just him like realizing that Justin Jefferson was the best player on the field and going out of his way to force feed Justin Jefferson as much as he possibly could.
Well, Matt Stafford did that in Detroit.
True. However,
As soon as he got out of there, bingo.
in Seattle, he's kind of doing the same thing with JSN, but they also have a better they've had a better running game than I feel like he ever had in Minnesota. So
worth noting that Zach Charbonnet is out for this game. He's out for the season.
Kenneth Walker's gonna be just fine. Monster Kenneth Walker game for this one. Then
I was gonna say this is actually the perfect game that you would want Zach Charbonnet to be out for, because Kenneth Walker gets the prime time conference championship Sunday going into an unrestricted free agency year. Like, yeah, give me the Kenneth Walker props in this game too.
Oh yeah, without all of them.
He's got a chance to make $12 million extra dollars. Usually the NFL players show up pretty hard when they've got the chance to, like, you telling me that I can make $5 million more dollars a year if I play this game sweet for the next 5 or 7 years? Yeah, I'll get out there and get after it.
So I think massive Kenneth Walker game incoming. And I think again it's a similar game script to to what Denver was last year. You're not going to ask Sam Darnold to go out and win you the game. You're going to ask him to make the throws that you need him to make. Rely on that running game. Rely on that defense. Like, honestly, a lot like they did against San Francisco last week. So I don't know. Are we all in alignment on Seattle, or is somebody want to step out of line and take the Rams?
I mean, I hate betting against Sean McVay, so if anybody was going to do it, it'll be me.
Okay, fair enough. Ready?
You almost beat Bill Belichick with Jared Goff, dude. Like, the best coach game of all time, and it was the most, like, everybody says it's the most boring Super Bowl. Yeah, because it was Jared Goff. He had an invalid at quarterback. And he almost beat Bill. It was crazy.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Okay. In that case,